quick. So I'll be recording this morning, and if you need a recording of it, you can see my training website, and you can also see I have a YouTube channel. So everybody that wants to see YouTube and wants to watch some training videos, I will be putting this on my training video YouTube channel. And there are some videos and some trainings from the past. So go in here and find my YouTube channel. You can see right here on this, there is my YouTube channel right there. Okay, so you see the videos. So I'll be posting this one today and saving this. So if you want to, you're welcome to go back and watch. I've got several other videos here. Who do we know and how do we protect them? How to complete a telesales application, excuse me. How to complete the paper application. Look at that. How to complete a paper application. And also how to, right here, how to present the S&L presentation. How to present the presentation. So I'm super excited. Those of y'all that haven't been down to Georgetown yet, I'm super excited. We had our third live training here. And what a great way to get out, go to a different town, learn from other people, wear the blue shirt, bleed blue. If you see those pictures right there, you can see on the courthouse square, and really feed off of each other. So I challenge you to get down here and not from me, but from other people, learn the do's and the don'ts, learn the tricks and the trades, and learn the product. We have a great time. It's a super time on a Fridays. I like them that way. We have a beautiful square. Look it up. You'll really like it. I think testimonies from the people that have been down here, are really telling. I tell you who we do, and just because I saw that, Tony is on the line, just because I saw him here, and I believe he has been here at the training. I'm going to unmute. Are you able to talk, Tony? And unmute yourself.
Yeah, here I am.
Perfect.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, how are you doing, Tony?
I'm doing fantastic.
You didn't get on the line to do this, and we didn't preset this up, did we? Because
no.
We didn't know it was going to go here, but kind of give a few highlights of what you learned, not from me, but from the whole time being here. Tony came down here on the 2-day. But tell the people on the line here, what you gathered from that experience.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. I'm a lifer. I've been doing this for a long time, and I learned that you're never too experienced to learn anything. And sure enough, that meaning I learned a lot of little tips and bits from the different agents. Of course, Keelan had a great presentation, and I learned a little bit more about underwriting with S&L. But all the information that the other agents have, the different little things that, sometimes you kind of know things, but you kind of forget and put it to practice. So it was great to be there with other agents and just kind of remember some of the things that I've learned in the past and learning new things from the younger generations that understand technology really well. So it was great. I had a good time. It was a really great time. And I'm sorry I missed last week's meeting, but unfortunately I had too many appointments. That's always a good problem.
Good. Yeah, in these meetings, sometimes, we repeat some things. Sometimes it's good to get down to, as you well know, I like to teach in lower level, environments, and I don't mean by the people around. I just like to teach in Crayolas and in easy layman's terms. I want to make it easy for everybody. The tough job is to getting into the house. The tough job is to talking to the people. The tough job is to deciding what they need and determining the need. I want the easy portion to be to complete the process, learn the underwriting, and that's what we do on these trainings, and that's what I want to do. So I challenge you, the next one will be in June. The dates are not set yet, but when you see that come through, and if you can make it, invest in your business. That's the other thing we have to learn to do, all of us, is to invest in our business. If you don't invest in your business, it won't invest in you. So we've got to either invest in our business by learning. We got to invest in our business by practicing. We have to invest in our business. Every one of you on the line own your own business. You don't get paid a salary from Security National Life. I do because I work for the company, but y'all don't. So your investment has to be learning, has to be how to make it easier, and has to be how to protect people. So I really challenge you to jump in there on that next live training. I think you won't regret it. And I do know it's a little drive, and I wish I could have these in every single town, but we can't yet. We may be doing some road shows coming up pretty soon and coming to a town near you. But still, I challenge you to sharpen your skills. The second thing I want to start with this morning, and I'm really passionate about it, is you'll see this logo come up time and time again coming forward. It's the 2+. And I really, I want y'all to know that when you see this 2+, it's a new logo that I've kind of come up with. And really what it means is that we're here to protect people. We are here to serve people. We're here to work with people. And I challenge you, every agent, I see agents that, and I'm just going to be real blunt because I don't know how else to be, but I see agents that spend time training. I see agents that spend time learning. I see people that invest in their business. And then I see them not even write a policy in a month, not even write a policy in 2 months. And I have to sit back and go, what is it that makes those agents not want to write a policy? Or what is it that makes those agents not, able to write at least 2 policies a month? I mean, we're around people, I know, and especially now when you're getting back out, maybe in the COVID times, but the company now has developed 2 ways to write policies, the old way with the paper, and now the new way over the phone. And so we now have that way of doing business. But I just know that when I write policies, and I do sometimes because the company, give me a lead and they'll say, hey, can you call this person? They need a policy. I love doing it. And I love more going out and seeing people when I can. But it's just a good feeling. You just get a good feeling by protecting people. And I think if you'll incorporate, I do understand that everybody on the line may have other things. You may be in, open enrollments, you may be in health insurance, you may be in property and casualty or auto or commercial or doing something else. But I want to challenge you as a person to try to at least every month write 2 policies. And the reason is that the feeling that you get from writing a policy, is wonderful. But the feeling you get of writing 2 policies is just a special number. 2 policies and you make $1,000 or $1,100, because I promise you, if you do that, you'll keep your skill set up. You'll keep your people skills up. You'll make a little extra money for your family. And I think you're going to also, I know this, you're going to earn lead credit and you're going to grow lead credit. So we'll go over that here in just a little bit. You'll grow lead credit. You'll have the ability to go buy leads, and you'll have the ability to reinvest in your business. If you go a month or 2 or 3 without writing with us, you get a little rusty. You get a little, you get out of the groove. You quit asking people if they're taken care of. You quit asking people about final expense. And then before you know it, 6 months have gone and you haven't written any policies. But if you can write 2 policies or plus, we have a lot of agents that write, 15, 16 policies a month. They do. They're out there buying leads. And I wish every one of you had the opportunity to do that. You do have the opportunity, but that's okay. Just start with something small. Let's work on 2. Let's work on 2+, because I think that's going to go forward, and it's going to allow you to have some income. It's going to allow you to have some money, but it's also going to keep your skill sets up, keep your level of engagement up. And if you can do that, 12 months will go by before you know it. Here's really where the rubber meets the road. You will have protected 24 families. You will have protected 24 families that year. And that's very important. When you think about protecting 24 families, and when you think about, being the one that they count on, that's important. That's important, everybody. You're in this business to protect and serve. Okay, so let's find a way to protect at least 2+ families. You've got the 20th of the month, still got another 10 days left. If you haven't done this yet, let's try to hit two policies this month. I'll help you out, whatever we need to do. And then let's just see how you feel at the end of the month. Okay. Let's see, because then maybe the next month you can try to hit 3. Maybe you can hit 4. Okay. But I think though, once you do this and you kind of keep this small goal in your head, you're going to absolutely want to write 4, 5, protect family. Before you know it, you're writing just a bunch of policies, protecting all kinds of people, helping your family out income wise, and really doing the right thing that you got in the business to do. Okay. So be thinking about this. I'm going to give you a couple of things to think about when as you go through the rest of the week this week. But 2 plus, let's go with 2 plus. Okay. So I hope everybody understands that's what it means, but it means more than just doing it for the team. It means doing it for yourself. All right. So I told y'all today the topics that we have at hand, and I want to rehash that. While I'm doing that, find your chat button if you can. I'm going to type hello in it right now. Find your chat button. We have quite a few people on the call today. Actually we have 21 today, which is super wonderful. But to protect the noise and everything, if you have a question, find the the chat button, and type hello. If I can get someone to say yes, if you can hear me right now, in the chat button. Hi, Linda. Hi, Chris. Okay, yes, perfect. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Linda, that you can hear me. So I just want to make sure sometimes the connections can get bad, and I'm sitting here talking to myself, and I don't want to do that. So, by the way, for anybody who's brand new here, my name is Keelan Johnson. That is me. Several years ago, I think I have a little bit more gray right now, and probably a few more wrinkles from raising teenagers and kids. And by the way, my daughter is graduating this next week from high school. And I have to brag a little bit because I'm a proud dad. I've got 2 kids, and my daughter is graduating from high school here in Georgetown, Texas. And she worked her rear end off and got a full ride college scholarship to go run track up in Wichita Falls at Midwestern State University. So I'm very proud dad. And so she'll be graduating. I got one more as a freshman. And so we'll see. Thank you, Jose. We'll see what he does. But, it's those proud moments like that. And I had a picture come up on my phone this morning from 7 years ago when she was in junior high. And, of how hard she's working and the medals that she had. And I said, if you just stick with it, if you just run another mile while somebody else is not running a mile, if you just go to the gym on Saturdays or Sundays and work out, if you'll just push it one more time, you'll get there. And so she is successful in doing that. She's going to graduate with good grades and go off and help dad pay for college. So when she came back and said, I'm going to get to go to college and it's only going to cost you $1,800 a year because the rest of it's taken care of, Dad, it made me want to tear up. So proud moment, proud dad moment. And so she'll be graduating next Friday, and it's a bittersweet, but I was proud. So anyway, just a little bit about me. I live here in Georgetown, Texas, and I've been in the insurance business for 20 years, all the way from long-term disability, driving around, talking to independent contractors, to life insurance, to owning my own farmers insurance agency, to being and then an independent, and then as assistant district manager, business consultant for farmers insurance. And now I am in the final expense business. And why, if I had the licensing, why did I just get rid of all my property and casualty? I have my Series 6 to 63 investment license. Why did I do that and go strictly with final expense? It's because one thing, and I'll keep it pretty simple, is that you're born. This happens to everybody. You're born. You have to pay taxes pretty much most of the time, and then you pass away. And those are given things. Everybody, and I use the word, die, but it's a little harsh, but sometimes life is harsh, but everybody's going to pass away. Everybody on this call, all 24 now, we've got 24 people, so that's wonderful, are going to pass away. And it's just that way, it's just that way that's going to happen to you. and it's going to happen to everybody around you. You know, one of the things that we do in the class that I get real passionate about is we go around the room and have everybody look in their phone and look at the contacts that you have in your phone. Those are people that you love. Those are people that you know. Those are people you work with. Those are past buddies, past girlfriends, past, I don't mean girls having girlfriends or boys having boyfriends, you know. They're people that you love, and they're going to pass away too. And somebody is going to have to carry that burden, or they're going to reap the benefits. Not the benefits of someone passing away. What I'm trying to say is that they're either going to have the benefit of that person being, you know, have being taken care of, okay, taking care of you, okay. So we all are going to face this at one point in time in our life. And if you look in your phone, you know, right now, every one of those people are there's going to be a funeral. And, you know, now that we're able to get back out and, you know, I got fully vaccinated, so I feel good about that. But now that we're able to get back out in the public and everything, you know, we're going to be attending in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, you know, funerals. There's just no way around it. You're going to attend a funeral, and you're going to sit on a pew, you know, or a bench, or in the church, or a funeral home, or wherever, you know, that it happens. And are you going to sit on that bench, and are you going to go to that funeral knowing that you protected someone and you protected that family? Every meeting that we have, we go around the room. There's always one or two people that says, you know, I missed the boat. I had someone pass away and I didn't talk to them about final expense. They didn't have anything, and shame on me. So I want everybody to know, you know, how important what you do is. You know, I'm very, very passionate about this, you know, and about protecting people. So, you know, I think so much about it that, you know, it just keeps me up at night. But what a wonderful opportunity. I said, you know, back in 2016, I said, I'm going to get rid of everything and I'm going to go lead a final expense territory, because I want to help people and I want to protect people. So I don't know how many policies in this territory have been written since August of 2016. And I know it's not all because of me, but I know we are growing, and we are growing rapidly. We are protecting families, and there's a lot of people that need us out there. A lot of people that, you know, that need us completely. Okay, so anyways, I'm proud to say that. That's why I do final expense, and I want you to be proud of what you do also in final expense. I really want you to be proud of what you do, because you're protecting people. Okay, so what are the topics at hand today? And I'll tell you this: if you're on the line today, I know I send out texts on Thursdays just as solid reminders about the meeting on Thursday meetings. I also send out emails too. Okay, so thank you for understanding that. You get a text on Thursdays. It's just a reminder. You can open it up on your phone to join the training or not. But our topics are, number one, are 2 ways to protect people. For brand new people, you know, I always go through this. Brand new people, you see my training website up here at the top, finalexpenselife.us, okay? So open that up, write that down, learn it, because this is where I post all the goodies, okay? And this is all my training website. I'll be switching this one up this next week and doing the new live training date. And this is where you can come to get the tools. This is your toolbox. This is your tool chest. I'm going to show you why, and you'll learn it at the end of this. And I'm not going to keep you too long today. I'll keep about another hour, so over 45 minutes. But this is your toolbox. So save this to your phone, finalexpenselife.us. Save it to your tablet. Save it to your computer, because I'm going to be using this over and over and over and over. Okay. All right. So 2 ways to protect people. You know, I don't want to be redundant for those of y'all that have already been on my trainings, but here they are. There's 2 ways to protect people. I'm going to narrow it down a little bit so I can get everything on the screen. Hope you can see it well. All right. So how do we sell a policy in person? And how do we sell a policy over the phone? Okay. Policy in person a policy over the phone. And they're pretty much the same. They are pretty much the same, other than one of them you're talking to a phone, one of them you're talking to a person. All right. So what do you do? How do you do this? You gather supplies. Okay. You complete the application. Here you gather supplies. Where are your supplies? They're right here. You have your presentation. You have your funeral planning fact sheet. Okay. And then you have your COVID questionnaire. Okay. You gather your supplies, gather your application. Most of you probably know where to find applications, but if you don't, here is our Agent Portal 2.0. This is the new portal. Okay. This is the new portal, Agent Portal 2.0. And you clearly can just go up into Marketing tab and go to Order Supplies. Okay. So you go in here and order your supplies. Look at all those. Okay. So if you want to filter something by the state, you go in here and find your state. You can filter everything by the state. I'm going to do Texas. So right here in Texas, we have the Simple Security Plan, the Security Care Plan. We have the MIB plan, and then we have our annuity. Okay. Right here, you have contract completion brochures. Okay. So these are things that will help you and help teach you how to complete a proper paper application. So if you're brand new and you want to know how to complete a paper application, grab one of these. This FPP1, if you see FPP1, it stands for Simple Security Plan. They used to be called the Family Protector Plan, but now it is the Simple Security Plan. Okay. And then we have our other three policies, okay, which is Security Care Plan here. Okay, this is the iCare and the MIB. For brand new people, I'll kind of show you what those are in just a moment. But here's where you order supplies. You can also go over here and go to brochures. Okay, and what we have here is our final expense brochure in English and in Spanish. Okay, so if you prefer Spanish over English, there it is, and there it is. All right. Funeral planning fact sheet. This is the piece of the sale that actually shows us why it's important that we do final expense. Why is it important that we don't just do pre-need? Nothing wrong with pre-need. That fits its spot, and we have a great pre-need department, and they do a great job. But in final expense, it's our goal and our belief that we provide a policy that will cover things in addition to just the funeral, Okay. So we're concerned about that in addition to the funeral, and that will show you actually what it is that we do in addition to the funeral that will take care of the client. Okay. Over here, you have general items, you have leads. If you want to order Facebook leads, this is where you do Facebook leads. Okay. And right over here is also SNL swag. Okay. So SNL swag right here. All right. So we are going to be getting into in the future direct mail instant leads right here. Okay. So that's where those are going to be, and you will see those. Okay. You will see those as we move forward. But this is Agent Portal 2.0. While we're on here, I think most of y'all know, but if you're going to write a paper application, here's where you upload it. You just simply take a picture of it and upload it. It looks just like this, okay? And you upload it, okay? Click out of this. This is your rate calculator. And then you have your telesales button. Okay, so telesales, go in here and play around with this. And if you have some questions, let me know. But this is basically where you're going to want to go to click in here. And it's real simple. You start your application and you move forward. Go in here and play around. Go in here and play around. Again, if you go to my YouTube channel, I'm not going to do that today on this one, but you will be able to on my YouTube channel. I'll keep it open here. If I can open it up right here. Okay, so my channel, this is how to complete a telesales application. Okay, so it's right here. So if you want to know and you're new and want to know how to complete the telesales application, go in and watch this one. Okay, and this is, if you want to know how to do a paper application, here's that. Okay, And then here is also completely how to present the product. How do you take our product? How do you take our presentation and complete the presentation and make a sale? Okay, so if you're brand new, we go in there and watch those. And then I have another video right here that I did a while back that says, who do we know and how do we protect them? Who do you know? What are some resources and how do you get your mindset wrapped around who am I going to go see today? How am I going to swing my door open every morning and go see people? Who do I know? Am I in a community? Am I volunteering? Am I buying leads? Am I working my contact list in my phones? Am I going to the church? Am I going to do a flea market? Am I going to wear my shirt and just walk around town and talk to people? You know, branding is big, you know, and branding is, you know, is really crucial in this business. You have to be someone. And in my trainings, I always talk about that, you know, but I think it's very important. If you don't have an SNL shirt or you don't have a lanyard that goes around your neck that shows who you are, let me know and I can get you the lanyard. I will mail it to you. And then if you don't have a shirt, if you're brand new with us, write a piece of business in the first 14 days. If you still don't have one, it's worth the money. Go in here and go to and get you a shirt. I mean, it really is crucial that you're branded. These are really nice shirts too. They really did a good job on these. This is my order supplies and go to the swag right here. So you can go in here and order you an SNL polo. But you know, you got to be branded. You got to wear that around. You got to be out in public, you know, and when you're working, because people want to do business with people that are confident and with people that know what they're talking about. Okay. And people that are actually associated with a single company. Okay. So it's very important. So we do it in person. We write the policies in person and we also write them over the phone. Okay. So I challenge you to go in here and spend a little time on these processes. Spend a little time. If you need to call me, and we can go through it. But here's also, if you don't have a paper presentation and you're having trouble ordering one and you don't have any presentations, you can simply open this up right here in English and Spanish, and you have a presentation right in front of you, okay? And this is the presentation piece. It's just 4 pages. It's really good. And I really love this section here on historical information. I love this because this is pertinent information that everybody's going to have one day when they pass away. This is very pertinent information. Okay, so go through that, watch my video on how to present the product. I think you're really going to enjoy that one and using this. Okay, so I have that right here. Let's see, I think I might have had a question. Okay. So those are the 2 ways to write a policy over the phone. The beauty of what we have right now going on is that before the COVID happened, we were only able to see people in person. And now we're able to see them over the phone. It's a real easy process. For those of y'all that haven't done this yet, you need to do this. It's a real easy process. You complete the online application, and then you simply just call the company and do a phone verification. Okay, simply call the company and do a phone verification. Rate calculator, go in there and play with this rate calculator. Okay, very important that you're able to rate and get the proper rate for preferred, standard, or modified for any of your clients. Okay, who can we cover? Who can we cover? I'm going to go over here and jump here because I think this is really important. Who do we cover? Because I think the most important thing about what we do is that when we're out in the public or we're out, you know, out and about, and we're talking to people, I think it's very crucial that we build the confidence in ourselves and that they know we're confident in who we can write and who we can cover. Okay, so let's go through this right here. Let's go through this. Who do we cover? Because every time that we do a training, I have agents go, wow, I didn't know we did this. Wow, I didn't know we covered that. Wow, I didn't know we could write these type of people. And I think it's very crucial that you know this when you're out and about. And if you want this page right here, let me know. I can email it or text it over to you. So let me know. But who can we cover? All diabetics, whether it's on metformin or insulin. Metformin for brand new people is pills. This is insulin. Okay. Who can we cover? Okay. Who can we cover here? Okay. All right, Manny, if you want to text me or email me, I'll get this page over to you. Okay. Who else can we cover? Angioplasty, stent, bypass, heart valve surgery, pacemaker. Okay, this is all stuff. If you see this one, it has to do with the heart. See the man up here? That's their heart. You know, that's the heart of the person. So if you look at these people and you look at these conditions and you get used to looking at the actual physical person up here, and you know, these are things that when you look at someone, go, hey, how's your brain? How's your lungs? How's your heart? How's your blood? How's your how are you walking? How's your height and weight? We have to know these things so when we're out in the field, we can go, you know what, I can cover you. Because a lot of people these days have been turned down through major carriers, maybe. They've been turned down for life insurance. They couldn't get it because they've had COPD or whatever. And now they're going, no, you can't write me. You can't write me because I know that you can't write me. And what we have to do is go, no, that's not true. That's not true. We can write you. Okay? We can write you. All right? So cancer only 90 days. Okay? So here is our cancer policy. Okay? We can write people that have been cancer-free for 90 days. Okay? And you'll see basically on the cancer, if you've been cancer-free for 90 days, we can get them modified. If you've been cancer-free for 2 years, we can get a preferred. Okay, so preferred. Okay, so that's what it looks like on the cancer. So be prepared when people talk, because people, you know, out there talking and they say, well, I've had cancer, you probably can't cover me. Well, that's not true. We can cover you. We can cover you easily as long as you've been cancer-free for 90 days. Okay. Here is also another thing we can cover. It has to do with your heart. Okay, strokes, heart disease, angina, heart attack, enlarged heart, chronic heart failure. Look at those things we can write. We can write circulatory disorder, lung disease, emphysema, COPD. We'll write kidney disease. Okay. The only thing about kidney disease is once you go on dialysis, then we can write it, but it will be over on what we call an MIB policy. Okay, MIB policy. Neuropathy. Okay, so neuropathy has to do with a medication called gabapentin for neuropathy. That means leg pain or pain. And if you're diabetic and you have neuropathy, we can write you. It will be modified. So we're not going to go through that just completely today, but it will be modified. Parkinson's, muscular sclerosis, lupus, muscular dystrophy, Down syndrome. Okay. Cerebral palsy, epilepsy, seizures. We'll write people that have seizures then that are under medication. Paranoia, schizophrenia, alcohol or drug abuse, medical appliance, and oxygen. We're one of the few companies that can write someone that's been on oxygen, okay, or is on oxygen. And we cover coronavirus if there were to be a death in there, okay, accidental deaths and natural causes, okay. So it's not about what we won't write, it's about who can we cover and what will we write, okay. So this is a pretty good summary of most of the things that we're going to run into on a daily basis out there in the field. But if you have this in your mindset and you know that you can cover these people, very important that you know this, because when you get out in the field, you're going to be able to walk that walk and talk that talk and tell people, oh yeah, we can cover that. Oh yeah, we can cover that. You know, it may be a modified, but that's okay. Modifieds are still great policies. I want y'all to know that modifieds are great policies. There's other companies that don't even write this, and we're going to go in there and write a modified policy, which means that if they were to pass away in the first 2 years from an accident, we're still going to cover it full benefits, full face amount. If they pass away in the first 2 years from a natural cause, then we'll give the beneficiary all of their money back, every bit of their money back, plus an additional 10% on top of that, plus 10% on top of that, okay? So part of it today is, is talking about who can we cover under the second topic, and this is who we can cover. Okay, this is absolutely who we can cover. So I hope you take this, and I'm gonna I haven't posted this in a while, but I'm probably gonna go post this over to my Facebook. And again, try to join my Facebook too. It's my business Facebook. I think it's gonna be beneficial to you because I post things every once in a while, and especially I have a discussion group in there. So I post things in there so you can use it. I post it so you can use it. It's kind of like my chalkboard, kind of like my, tack board. And it's my place to give you tools. It's my place to give you tools that you can reshare. Because here's the deal. When we're branded, do you have a Facebook page? Do you have an Instagram page? Do you have any of those things? Because people need to know what you do. People need to know what you do. I mean, if you've got followers on Facebook, post this page right here and say, who can we cover? Who can we cover? Because you never know, somebody might say, oh my gosh, I need a policy. I need to go talk to them. I need to go visit with them. I need to go see Suzanne. I need to go see Will. Oh yeah, Chris is the professional in final expense. Jose, oh yeah, he writes it too. Julio is the professional. They're all, Michelle's there, Santos. I mean, y'all are all the professionals, and people need to know this. Okay, people need to know this. Okay. So I hope that gives you a clear vision and maybe a little bit more confidence as to who we can write. Okay. And you see the little people up here. I added some one simple phone call and we have a policy. SNL protected us over the phone. Okay. So this is true. All right. So that's who we can cover. Okay. Who we can cover right there. The next thing that we had on today's agenda was processing policies. Again, to process a policy, you will just need to basically either write it with a paper application, and you have the agent portal to come in and upload it right here. Okay, you can upload it right here. Okay? If you want to use the old portal, which is right here, if you want to use the agent portal over here, you can actually do that too. Go into your new business and upload it. Okay, simply upload it. Okay, you can upload it right there. Okay, so perfect. Yeah, Will, if you don't mind, email me or text me that after we get off, and I will send that over to you, Will. Thanks a lot. All right, so that's how on the third thing we have is processing policies. You either do the telesales on the computer right here and make a phone call to the company, or you simply upload it right here. Take a picture of it. All you gotta do is take a picture of it with your phone. You take a picture of it with your phone and you're off to the races. It's good, okay? Off to the races. The next thing we were gonna go over today is working your warm market. Working your warm market. Your warm market can be multiple things. Your warm market is the people you know, the people that are in your phone, the people that are at your church, the people that, I'm going to pull up this thing right here because I think it's very important. I didn't have it pulled up before, but I'm going to, who do we know? Who do I know? There it is. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. Look at this. I want everybody to really think about this real quick. Okay. Manny, yes. Are they doing phone interviews? So let me clarify that. Good question, Manny, while we're there. I'm going to put this down right here, get this out of the way. When you do a telesales application right here, and then you call the company, so the question is do they do a phone interview? No, there is not a phone interview, but right here, what they are doing, Manny, is we're doing a phone verification. So really an interview and a verification are two different things. What they will do on this phone call is they will run the prescription report to match it up with what you put on there, double check that, and then they're simply just asking the client, you know, is this your date of birth? What are the last four of your social? Just from a phone verification. And I want everybody to know that right here, this is a very good thing. And the reason is because when you make this phone call to the home office and you're verifying their banking account number, their routing numbers, I mean, I'll tell you this, that the policies, when I write policies, there's a good chance I might make a mistake. I'm just like that. I'm not that detail oriented, and I know that. That's not one of my strong suits. So sometimes I'll miss a date. Sometimes I'll miss a number. Sometimes I'll miss an address, miss a phone number. So I love the phone verification because it helps me and the client. So we have three people talking about it, and it's just another set of eyes. It's another set of eyes on your application. And when we talk about this word right here, solidify, I hope y'all can see that. What I mean by solidify is that when you do a phone verification and you've been on the phone with the client for 10 or 15 minutes, and then you verify their information, somebody from home office verifies it and verifies the premium, verifies what day they want it taken out, verifies this, it really helps you because we really need to get good, and we are good, but we need to get better at our retention and persistency, which means we need to keep policies on the books. We don't need them lapsing because it's not good for you. It's not good for the client. It's not good for anybody. So when we go in there and say, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, hey, Brandy, are you sure you want this policy? They don't say it like that, but they say, or do you agree that it's $35 a month? Do you agree that we're going to be taking it out on the 5th? Do you agree? When they say yes, that's another yes that we're getting. And that means that we can absolutely hope that the policy owner keeps that policy forever and ever and ever. And yes, Manny, we can do it in English and in Spanish. In English and in Spanish. So when you call into the company, you just tell them I would need a phone verification in English and or Spanish, whichever one you want, okay? And we can do them in either or, okay? But look at this page right here. I want everybody to just kind of look at this page right here that I'm about to pull up and just think about these things. When we talk about warm market, and again, these are real live people. Look at the list here, how long this is. But I really want you to think about these things, and if you want this sheet, let me know too. But when you drill it down and you look at the people in your phone, look at the people around you, look at the people in your businesses, look at the people in your neighborhood, look at the people at your church, a lot of people. And they're all going to pass away one day. But who do you know? Because here's the thing. Who do you know? Because what? Everyone needs you. Who do I know? Because everybody needs me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you have a lawyer? Your lawyer's going to pass away one day. Do you have a doctor? Believe it or not, your doctor's going to pass away one day. Okay. Who do you know from school or college? Who takes your family photos? Who do you know from your church? Okay. I'm going to mute. Let me see 1 second. Bear with me for a second. I'm going to mute all. Okay. Who do we know from our civic activities? Who sells you gas? Who sells your fishing tackle? Who sold you your car? Whoever sold you your car, go to the car lot and go, hey, by the way, I bought a car from you. Now you're going to buy life insurance from me. So, who does your furniture? Your kids, florists, taxes, pets, carpets, who cut your hair, travel agent. Are you asking these people? Are you really asking these people, everyone you know, hey, by the way, I protect families. Are you taken care of? Is your family taken care of? Because I know, and here's what we can say now. Here's what we can say. I get passionate about this. We can say clearly right now, did COVID scare you? Is COVID scare you kind of, are you worried about it? What about your mom, dad? What about your aunt and uncle? Do you know anybody that got COVID? Oh yeah, I do. I had to somebody pass away. When I talk to people in the Valley, an agent yesterday, she was like, I know, I've had 3 or 4 people, but my clients passed away from COVID. Whether it was the COVID or not that they passed away, doesn't matter. They still passed away, And so we got to be good and very good at putting your shirt on in the morning, whether it's, I want to be Security National Life, but whatever you're doing, put your shirt on and go out, because everybody needs you. I know I can't harp on it enough, but you're in a business now. When I was with Farmers Insurance, or I was in the insurance business, I could do auto, home, and some life too, but not everybody needs motorcycle insurance. Not everybody needs jet ski insurance. Not everybody needs a 401k. Not everybody needs an IRA. Not everybody needs homeowners insurance, but everybody needs some form and fashion of final expense life insurance. I want to just kind of get this out there too while we're on the subject. On life insurance too, and I do this in my classroom. This is the way I see it, and I hope y'all see it this way too. Some of you out there write different products, and that's okay. Some of you write term insurance. Some of you might write an universal life policy. Some of you might write an indexed universal life policy. Some of you are maybe in an IMO or something, where the head of the IMO wants you to write a policy with Mutual of Omaha that has a return of premium or guarantees or blah, 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 100,000, 200,000, whatever it may be, and the bells and the whistles. But I know this, and I believe this to be true. There is a place for a term life insurance, okay? Term life, there's a spot for that. There is a spot in some people's life at some ages of their life for universal life policy, okay, which gains cash value and things. But I'll tell you this, and I'm just because I've been in the insurance business, so have you. A final expense whole life policy is the core building block of your absolute life insurance, okay, portfolio. And when you talk to people and they say, well, I've got coverage at work, that's okay. Are you going to die at work? Are you planning on dying before you retire? Because I don't think anybody's planning on dying before you retire. And when you retire from that place or you get laid off, you don't have coverage anymore. You don't have that policy, okay? When your term life, which is only protected for 10, 20, or 30 years, when that term is up and you're still alive, guess what? It's going to get pricey. It's going to go up and up and up and up, your price. Universal life, that's good and valuable. It's a great policy, and it gains some cash value, and you might be able to grow it some if you put enough money in. But a lot of times people don't fund it properly. And then they end up one day, it cancels out, and they're like, oh no, we don't have this policy anymore. Okay. Oh no, this got too expensive. We can't afford that. But oh yes, we still have our final expense whole life policy. It's in the top drawer in our room. It's in the safety deposit box. Kids, this is where it's going to be. This is what everybody needs at the very end of your life. It's just the basic building blocks. Okay. So if people tell you, oh yeah, I've got life insurance. Okay. Well, what do you have? Oh, I've got some term policy. I bought myself a $200,000, $300,000 term policy. That's perfect. That's good. And, I'm glad you're able to get it because the premium is low. But are you going to keep it forever? Are you going to be able to afford it when you're 90 years old, 80 years old? The answer is no. You're not going to be able to afford those things because the price goes up. The beauty of a whole life policy is it stays the same. It stays the same. It's one premium, one face amount forever and ever and ever. Okay. So I challenge you to think about outside the box. Who do I know? And are they taken care of? At the end of the day, can I lay my head down on the pillow at night knowing that I talk to as many people as I can? Try 5 people a day. Try 5. Pick 5 a day. 5 per day. Pick 5 of these per day. And just talk to them. Call them up. Say, hey, how you doing? How are things going? Are y'all getting back out? Just make small talk. By the way, I want to let you know what I do. Is it easier to come by and talk to you? Can I email you? Can I text you? Because I don't want another day to go by that I can say I didn't try. Okay. So take a look at these. So that was one of the on the agenda today, to work your warm market. Okay. So be thinking outside the box. thinking outside the box, and who do I know? Okay. Next is buying leads. You know, why is it important? Why is it important to buy leads? Well, we got to have people to see. We have to have people to see. Okay. So we're constantly trying to sharpen our lead opportunity. Currently, right now, you know, these are mail out leads, and you can use your lead credit on these, and these are Facebook leads, and you can use your lead credit with those too, which means that for everything you write, every policy you write, you get 10% lead credit towards purchasing these leads. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, everything you write, okay, you get 10% extra going into a lead credit bucket. So if you write $2,000 in premium, if you write $2,000 in annualized premium, you get $200 in lead credit, and that goes into $200 goes into your bucket, and you accumulate money. You accumulate your money down here, accumulate your money. That way, when you get ready to go buy leads over here or wherever, Security National Life is going to come in there and pay for half of the cost of these leads, and you only have to pay for half the cost. It cuts your cost in half. So you're buying these leads at half price. And these are vendors that are out there in the market. We don't own these vendors. They are out there and available for all of the agents. So a lot of agents are having to pay full price. They pay full price. We pay for half the cost. We're paying for half the cost, and this money that's in this bucket that comes over here and pays for half of it is tax-free money, which means it never touches your hand. It never touches your 1099. It never touches your business. We send it straight from our pocket to the vendor over here, and you don't have to see it. You're only having to pay for your half. We pay for our half. You pay for your half. It's tax-free money. And then the portion that you pay, the other half is tax deductible. So you've got a tax deductible for half of it and a tax-free for half of it. You're investing in your business. You're buying $300 or $400 worth of leads. You're paying $200, and you're writing $2,000 worth of business. And you're writing $2,000 or $3,000 worth of business, okay? It was very crucial that you understand how to leverage, you know, these opportunities. These right here, people, they'll send out mailers in your territory, and you get what comes back. This right here is Facebook ads, okay, on Facebook. We have agents that like them and some agents that don't, you know, and that's okay. You know, either or. Facebook leads are there. And, you know, if you have lead credit, you're getting these things for $10 a piece. So 20 leads would cost $200. Everybody on the line, you write one policy, you've made your money up easy. Way more than $200 writing one policy. All right. So just know we're here to help you. We're here to partner with you. If you have a question about how much lead credit you have, if you've been writing, contact me. But if we can write 2 policies a month, you know, for a tune of at least $1,200 or $1,300, then we're going to get $120 to $200 every month put into our bucket. Okay. And then when you get ready to go buy leads, you dip in that bucket and buy some leads, and we're off to the races. Okay. And now also we have a telemarketed company that we've kind of partnered with, telemarketed leads. And if you're interested in that, let me know. They have a special for us right now going on for these leads. And these are actually leads. We've started using this company. I've had some feedback. It's good so far. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is the opportunity that we have with them. You can see this. But over here, you'll see that they're offering in certain area codes, they're offering, you know, $11 leads, okay? $11 leads. And statewide, they're offering $10 leads, okay? So you can get $10, you can get 30 leads. And these are leads where they're calling and they're answering the phone and they're giving, you know, information, you know, over the phone. And you get that recording, you get that call back to you in the form of a recording, and it's really good. It works really well, okay? And so I challenge you to do that. And they even say your name. They even say, Brandy will be calling you back. Bertha will be calling you back. They will call you back and talk to you about a final expense plan. Okay, so I challenge you, if you're brand new and you don't have lead credit, this may be a very inexpensive way to get your feet wet. And we have agents that are very tenured. They order, 30 of these a week. You're gonna write some business. You're gonna write some business off that. I can guarantee you're gonna write some business off of that. And you've got $30 to $300 invested to write 3 or 4 pieces of business. That's $3,000 worth of commissions on $300. I mean, that's a 1,000% gain. Okay. So anyways, this is for brand new, and tenured people. We don't have lead credit available on this one just yet, but be on the lookout. We do have another telemarketing vendor that we're probably going to be able to use lead credit on pretty soon. So keep your ears peeled for that. So we're super excited about it. Okay. So ordering leads, very important to get your leads along with your warm market. Okay. And then underwriting, okay? I don't know what to say a lot about underwriting, but I will say this, okay? I will say this. If you're really good at these 2 sections, and I want to take an application here, okay? I'm going to bring it up, and I'm just going to tell you, if I could give you any suggestion, get really good right here in section 3. And right down here in your prescription section, okay? So be good at this section right here. Be really good at it, because this is going to help you and help you move forward. Be good at making sure the client gives you all the prescriptions that they have been prescribed, not what they're taking, what they've been prescribed, okay? And then make sure you really look at this section. Let's read this one section right here together, and I can't tell you enough how much I want to emphasize this. Within the past 2 years, has the proposed been diagnosed, tested positive for, treated, prescribed medication, been given medical advice by a licensed member of the medical profession for any of the following medical conditions? So if you just read these first words right in here, and it says, highlighted again, within the past 2 years, has the proposed insured been, and then if you just skip over this section and go to right here, been prescribed medication, So really get good at this and learning what this says and diving in with the client and asking these questions, because we have people that have had stents and bypasses and things, 10 years ago, but they're still taking medicine for it. They're still being prescribed medicine for it, okay? Still being prescribed medicine for it. I'm going to give you a couple of cool little shortcuts here, and then we'll wrap it up a little bit, okay? Maybe I've got one. Yes, Jessica asked, does the last company, the telemarketing company, at this point in time, they do not have Spanish telemarketed leads. They only have English telemarketed leads. I hope that was your question, Jessica. But the mail outs and the Facebooks have Spanish opportunities on both of those. Okay, so good question. If you go to my training website right here and you go down to the prescription guide, okay? So right in here in the tools, the prescription guide, okay? Then you're going to go to the medications list here. And I want to point out a few things in the medication list that you should know. Spend a little time here. I challenge you while you're sitting waiting somewhere in the lobby at home, laying in bed right before sleep or whatever. Go in here and look at these things, because the more you can kind of get familiar with these, the better you're going to be, okay? Because it will tell you, look here, attention, ADD, preferred, narcolepsy, preferred, muscular sclerosis, modified, okay? Asthma, preferred, COPD, modified, okay? COPD, modified, depression, preferred, Okay. Blood pressure. This is blood pressure. As long as you're taking less than 6, then we can write you preferred. Once you go over that, it's modified. So as you go through this and as you start to look at medications, not just those, but remember when we were talking about the cancer, 90 days, 2 years, okay? Diabetes, Parkinson's, high blood pressure, COPD modified. The more you get familiar with this, the more you're going to be able to have conversations with people. And when they say, oh, I've got COPD, you can go, okay, perfect. We can get you a policy, get you a modified policy. It's a great policy. And something happens to you in the first 2 years, you're not going anywhere. But if it did, then we'd pay additional 10% and give you all your money back. You're at no loss, and you get a 10% interest rate. And then on that 25th month, you get full face amount. And this is with COPD and people with heart attacks. Okay. So be aware of these things because it's very crucial that you build confidence in your clients, but you've got to know these, okay? One thing that in underwriting that people miss a lot, a couple of things is there's one medication that you're going to run across if you're writing, policies, you're going to run across a medication. It's called gabapentin, okay? This is it right here. We run across it a lot. Okay, so if you see gabapentin come across the prescription list, the second question is that are you diabetic? Okay, so if you're diabetic and you're taking gabapentin, it's always going to be modified right now. Okay, we're trying to change, but right now it's going to be modified for neuropathy on gabapentin. If you're just taking it, and we do have clients that are just taking it for pain, they had a car wreck, they've got a sciatic nerve, that can be preferred. Okay. All right. So if you're also taking gabapentin and you've had a seizure, or less than 30 days, it's a decline. Seizures less than 30 days, over 30 days, it will be modified. Okay. So just go through here and spend a little time looking at this. With gabapentin, you'll run across a lot. So I want to kind of let you know where to find that. Again, I'm here for you. And you don't have to know all of this. As you get more tenured with the company, you can finish people's sentence because they'll say, oh, I got high blood pressure. Okay, what medicine you're on? And they'll go, well, let me look. It's AM. And they'll be able to say, at that point in time, they'll say, oh, amlodipine. So when you finish that client's sentence, because you know what drugs they're taking, then they know what you're talking about. They know what you're talking about, okay? So let's look here. I want to do this. Give me about 5 minutes. I'll have you out here. But a lot of times we run across blood thinners. That's when people have heart attacks or strokes or anything in that nature, okay? So I want you to kind of read here what we've got going on. And this is on the very last page of your rate guide, the very last page of your rate guide, of your prescription guide. We are accepting certain blood thinning medications for immediate coverage on the preferred class with the following conditions, okay? These medications, which is for atrial fibrillation, pulmonary embolism, stroke, and stents, and these are the medications: Agronot, aspirin, clopidogrel, Effient, okay, persistine, Plavix, Tyclid. Here is the underwriting. If the qualifying event was more than 2 years ago with no other elements, you may apply for first day coverage, okay? But if the qualifying event was more than 2 years ago and they are on insulin, then we'll have to go modified, okay? And right here, if the qualifying event is within 2 years, we'll based on severity and complications, okay? So that will be a modified also. So what I'm trying to say is that if you run across a client and then right here, the medications that are not, okay, these are all modifieds, okay? Coumadin, Eliquis, Pradaxa. So if you run across a client that has heart problems and you're talking about blood thinners, make sure you say, what type of blood thinner are you taking? What's the name of it? How long have you been taking it? And that's pretty much your questions, okay? If it's over 2 years and there's no other problems as far as diabetes, you're in good shape, okay? And you're in good shape. So I want to just kind of show you where these things are and in the underwriting and a couple of tidbits about what will help you out maybe in the future, knowing about gabapentin, knowing about neuropathy, and knowing about blood thinners. But most of the other things are pretty self-explanatory once you go through the application real well, okay? Once you go through the application real well. All right. So I want to land back down. I've kept y'all, for an hour and about 8 minutes now. So I challenge you to do a couple of things. Jump on my YouTube channel, watch a few videos, sharpen your skills. Okay. Go back and sit down with yourself. Take a piece of paper. Who do I know? Who's my warm market? Have I exhausted my warm market? Do I have leads? Do I have people on my phone? Who do I need to talk to today? Am I branded? Do I wear the blue? Okay. Did I get a shirt? Do I have a shirt? Do I look like these people in this picture here? Do I have a lanyard? Do I look professional? Do I look like I know what I'm talking about? Okay. Build confidence in yourself. That will roll over to other people. Okay. And I'm here to help you out. I'm here to help you. Okay. No matter what, I'm here to help you through live trainings, through these Thursday trainings in person. We're going to be getting out and about more and more in everybody's territories coming up in the next 6 months. Okay. So be looking for that. Be looking for that help. But at the end of the day, let's focus on 2+. Let's focus on 2+. Okay. Let's focus on a couple of things here, then we'll go. Let's focus on 2+. Let's find a couple people this month. Let's find a couple people to protect. Let's enjoy it. Let's love on people. Let's serve people. Okay. And let's find the need. It's out there. People need you right now. Okay. People need you, and you're the professional. I just want to say thank you so much for everybody for jumping on the line today, getting a little bit of maybe Thursday encouragement, a little shot in the arm of things to talk about. I'm here for you. Use the tools, make it easy on yourself, okay? And love on people and protect people, okay? I really can't tell you enough how important it is to write when you write a policy, because you're protecting a life. You are not writing just an application to make money. You are writing a policy to protect a family. You are protecting an individual family. And one of these days, somebody's going to come up to you and go, Bertha, Jessica, Leo, Lindy, Manny, Maribel, Michelle, Santos, thank you so much for what you've done for my family.
Thank you, you too. Thank you, you too.
So I want to thank everybody on the line here, and I appreciate y'all jumping on this Thursday. Hey, y'all go have a great day tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Find a couple of people to talk to. Write a couple policies. Protect some families, because that's what we do. We are protectors. If you see that badge right there, you are the protector. You are the sheriff of your town, and you are here to protect. So thank you again. I care for every single one of you. And as I always end my trainings, adios.
Thank you.
Thank you much. I appreciate all this.
Absolutely. I couldn't do it without y'all. Y'all are what makes it happen.